So yeah, so today we are going to talk about cloud messaging with Firebase. So technically, we are going to try out push notifications for web, and we are going to use Firebase for do that. So these are the topics that we are going to talk today. So what we are going to know about what is a BAS or BAS or whatever you call it, and we get to know about Firebase and Firebase services, and we'll be having a small demo of how to use Firebase cloud messaging. So BAS or BAS stands for backend as a service. So Um, the main purpose of backend as a service platform is to provide us cloud service models, and it has these pre-written services that we can use. Uh, so we can use it in our application. So we can focus on the front end. Um, so we can write more code on the front end because we have to write less code in the back end. So usually backend as a service vendor has user authentication, database management, cloud storage, hosting, push notifications. Those are the common features that common services that BaaS vendors provide us. Uh, So here are the services that we can get from a BaaS vendor. So database management, cloud storage, user authentication, push notifications, and hosting. So just like in this image, so we will be working, if we are using a BAS, we'll be focusing more on the front end because we have the backend, and the main functions of the backend is already uh, coded in the these providers in the cloud provider. So Firebase is one of the most popular BAS vendor, and Firebase is developed by Google for create mobile and web applications. Uh, so these are the services that Firebase provides us. So it has divide all the services according to three main categories: build, release, and monitor and engage. So under the build, we have Cloud Firestore, which is uh, gives us the storage and real-time databases, the authentication, and all of these uh, services are goes under build category. And in the analytics, so in the release and monitor category, we have test labs, Google Analytics, and those analytics stuff uh, we need in our application. So in the engage category, we have in-app messaging, predictions, and in here we have the cloud messaging. That what we are going to test today. So Firebase cloud messaging is a cross-platform messaging solution that lets us reliably send message at no cost. So if you everyone, we have seen notifications in our mobile apps. So with Firebase cloud messaging, we can send a push notification for your Android device or your iOS device or your web application. So it's cross flat platform. It doesn't depend on your platform. Uh, so let's see the demo. So I'm going to demonstrate the cloud messaging feature using a React application. So first of all, I'm going to initiate the basic boilerplate, React boilerplate using the create React app script. So I'm going to give my application a name, Firebase Cloud Messaging. So until that installs, let's visit, the Firebase console. You can visit this URL, console.firebase.google.com. In here, you can see your projects that you have created. So I have this Chef demo one that I have created earlier today. But for this video, let's create another project. We need a name. Let's see. I'm going to click and continue, and you can enable the Google Analytics for this. You can enable it or disable it, doesn't matter. So I'm going to continue. Okay. For now, I'm going to disable the Google Analytics feature. So it's going to create my project now. So let's see. So yeah, my I created my React application using create React app. Now I'm going to install Firebase for this project. So I'm running npm install Firebase. Okay, my project has been initiated. Continue. So until Firebase is installing, you can see in here the authentication methods that Firebase provides us. So in here you can see we can use Facebook authentication, GitHub, Microsoft, Apple, or you can use normal email password authentication as well. And these authentication methods comes with password reset, forget password, and two-factor authentication, and all of these authentication methods are come baked in. So we have the database features, storage, hosting, and other features here. So I told you we are going to use this cloud messaging feature. So I'm going to click on cloud messaging. In here, we need to add the Firebase SDK to our web application. So in here, Firebase gives us our API codes for every platform, but we are going to use web, so we are going to use this one. So I'm going to give it another name to my application. And here it gives me the API keys and all the authentication, all the configuration details that I need to add the Firebase SDK for my application. So now I'm going to create another file called firebase.js. And here, so I installed Firebase. So I'm going to import Firebase. So import Firebase from Firebase, and I'm going to copy the configurations from here, and then at the end I'm going to export the Firebase for the Firebase. So yeah, I with this code I added the Firebase SDK for my application. So in the app.js file, which is the main file in our React application, I need to generate a token. So I need a token to communicate between this Firebase application. So in order to get this, I'm going to import the Firebase from the file that I create. It's the this one. And also in here, I'm going to use a use effect so that I can get the token when the application mounts. I have to import the use as well from use effect. So in here, I'm going to get the messaging method from the Firebase SDK. So I'm going to create a variable here called message, and I'm using get the messaging method from the Firebase. So this step that I'm following is already in the Firebase documentation. You can go to the docs. In here, you can see all the configurations are coded in for iOS, Android, C++. Also we have the web uh, getting started code snippets for web applications as well. So in here, these are the steps that I'm following in my code. So you can go through this document to initiate the what to integrate Firebase on your application. So yeah, and so I created my message. I got the message method from the Firebase SDK. So message in here, I'm going to call get token method, which is going to give me a token, and this is going to return a promise. So I have this. I have to use a callback in here. I'm going to receive my token. I'm going to lock the token. And also, let's have a catch block as well. If there's an error, no error. So let's run the project. So I'm going to run the start. So let's see the console. Yeah. So in here, I got my what do you call it? My token. So this means I successfully initiated my Firebase SDK in my application. So yeah, this is how you get a token for your messaging. And here, so this notification works in your background as well. So it doesn't mean you have to open your React application to get your notification. That's how notification works, right? So let's say you have a new email. You don't have to be in your uh, you don't have to open your email application to receive your notification, right? So we, in order to achieve this in your React application, we need to use a service worker. So in case you don't know what is a service worker, so service worker script is going to run in your background. So basically, if you want to run some script without any user interactions or things like that, you can use a service worker. So in my public file, I'm going to create my service worker. I'm going to name Firebase messaging service worker JS. So in here, I'm going to refer the documentation, and I'm going to here go to this receive message page. In here, it gives me the code that I need to use for my service worker. I'm copying it. Gives me errors because the ESLint issues. So in here, I need to provide my keys and my details. So I'm going to copy it from this one. I'm going to paste this. Okay. Yeah. Now, now I'm going to copy my token. Copy, and I'm going to visit my project console, and in under the cloud messaging, I have this button called send your first message. In here, you can give it a title. You have a new message. I can give it a text like uh, something, and you can give it a image and a notification name, which is optional. And in here, you can send a test message. In here, I can provide my token. So I'm going to copy the token. So if I test it, it should work. Yeah, notification is not showing the details because I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah, we can see there's a notification, but it
Yeah, it
doesn't
doesn't
show
show.
the content because you are sharing screen.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how notification works. So in here, you can add, there will be multiple tokens. If you have multiple devices, for example, if you have another Android device, there will be another token like this. And here you can select the what which device you want to send, and this is the test one. So in here you can configure it to, you can schedule it to send now, or you can, so this is called creating a campaign. So you can like create a campaign to send your notification. So in here it gives this testing feature. So basically this will be the title of my notification, and this will be the body of my notification. So that's how notification works. So in yeah, so it doesn't show my the content because I'm sharing screen. So if even though my React application is not open in my browser, this should work. Yeah, as you can see, it's sending me the notification. Uh, so that's how. So this service worker is going to run in your background and like acts like going to listen to the message that it receives and give you the notification based on that. Uh, so yeah, so that was the demo. That's how uh, cloud messaging feature of Firebase works. So thanks for listening. So yeah, that's it. So here are
Oh,
the resources.
thank you very much, Angela. That was a very great presentation, and uh, FCM is maybe like it's a new thing for us as well. So thank you very much, and I love the UI of Firebase. Isn't
Yeah,
it, Hesha?
I know, right?
Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much, and always you have nice set of good slides.